So, hi, welcome back to our channel. On this video, we want to do a comprehensive guide to doing the Gibb River Road. Now, I spent 2 months on there, so I got to know it fairly well. I want to answer some of the questions I had and you'll have. Things like, can you get food, fuel, water, accommodation? What are the best gorges to see, waterfalls? How long is it going to take? All of that sort of stuff. So we'll cover all of that as we go through the video.
Proudly sponsored by LifeTech.
So first off, where is it? For those of you who don't know, the Gibb River Road, or the Gibb, is up in the northern part of Western Australia, up in the Kimberley region. It's about 660 kilometres long. Now, if you're doing the trip up to Columbaroo, Mitchell Falls, McGowan's, Honeymoon Bay, add another 660 kilometres onto that. So it is a fairly desolate road up there. It's pretty remote, pretty rugged, but after saying that, there's plenty of traffic on it. It's only 20 k's, won't take long, 15-20 minutes. Yeah, maybe at the moment 7 k's an hour. Yeah, it might take me a bit longer. Now, the first part of it into Pentecost River is actually sealed now, and the other end towards Derby is also sealed. So, yeah, you can basically go with a two-wheel drive into as far as Pentecost River. But otherwise, you need a well-equipped, well-maintained four-wheel drive. Having two spare tyres would be a bonus, as I found out the hard way. So when can you do it? It's generally open during the dry season between May and October. But it's always good to check with WA main roads, or also you can call the Kununurra Visitor Centre. Kununurra is probably a good place to start. You go into the information centre, get yourself a good map, and also check what permits you might need to go into Aboriginal land and National Parks Pass. You've got to decide as well if you're going up to Mitchell Falls and Columbaroo, because basically that adds another 660 k's onto your trip. How long do you need? Now, I spent 2 months on the Gibb. You don't need that long. You can, some people fly through it in a few days or a week, 10 days. So, a couple of weeks might be fine for some people. If you're going up to Mitchell Falls and Columbaroo, that's a different story altogether. The road was pretty rough up there, so need extra time. Now, if you've been following me, you would have seen that I spent 2 months on the Gibb, so I got to know it quite well. Yeah, just not for the faint-hearted, would say, target a caravan. So as far as water goes, you're able to get water at pretty much all of the homesteads, roadhouses along the way. And there's also, if you're going up to Columbaroo, there's a supermarket up there. There's Mount Burnett Roadhouse has got a good supermarket, but I would recommend taking plenty of water with you. Fuel. You can get fuel at most of the roadhouses as well, but I was restricted to getting 20 litres from one of them, and you can't always rely on there being fuel available. Diesel is available pretty much at all of them, but not unleaded. If you're going up to Columbaroo, you can only get fuel from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock on Wednesday morning and Saturday morning. Just check on that, it hasn't changed, but and I was paying $3.75 a litre, so it's not cheap. So as far as accommodation, there's plenty of free camps along the way, and pretty much all of the stations you'll have camping out as well. Some of them are like small caravan parks like Gilquestro. You've got powered sites. Some of them, a bit more basic, but you don't have to worry about getting a camp somewhere. And what happens if you break down? Well, there's plenty of tow trucks going backwards and forwards, but just be prepared that it can cost you $3,000 to $10,000, $12,000 to get your car and van towed out. Now, it's always good to check the weather as well. If it rains, they can close the road pretty quickly. Just one thing, there's no dump points on the Gibb for dumping your waste, so just be aware of that if you don't have a composting toilet. So when you're getting onto the Gibb, travelling from east to west, it's sealed all the way into the Pentecost River. But I would recommend stopping at Emma Gorge and doing the walk into there if you can. It's probably allow 2 to 3 hours, and then driving into Equestro Station. Now, from the main road, it is a gravel road into the station, but you've got good, basically a caravan park in there. You've got powered sites, unpowered sites. And from there, you can go to Amelia Gorge, Equestro Gorge, Zebedee Springs, there's Pigeonhole Lookout. There's quite a few other lookouts I won't mention. There's just a lot to do there. So I'd recommend going in there, staying 2-3 days. And then if you want to go on to the Pentecost River, it's a free camp there. So, yeah, one of my favourite spots to stay. From there, you can go onto Home Valley Station if you're wanting to stay at stations. It's another caravan park type accommodation there. Then you've got Ellenbray Station, famous for their scones with jam and cream. You can get water there as well. Then there's a free camp at Gibb River Crossing. And then if you decide then to go up further north up to Columbaroo, you need to turn up and go up to Drysdale River Station. It's the road was pretty rough when I was up there. Doing let's see, 10 kilometres an hour at the moment. It's a bit corrugated. And you've got King Edward Crossing. Now, if you're going into Mitchell Falls, it's best to camp there and use that as a base. Drive in, you can drive in and out in a day. You need definitely a four-wheel drive. Don't take a caravan in there. Definitely not worth it. And then you can go up to either McGowan's or Honeymoon Bay. Now, the part of the road was extremely corrugated at the end of the season when I was there. I think I got down to 4 kilometres an hour at one stage. There's a few side trips you can do over there as well. If you want to go to Wangallala Falls, get directions from Columbaroo because it is difficult to find the turnoff. But again, it's a decent drive in there. Getting back down to the Gibb River Crossing, I stayed there again. It's a great free camp. And you can go into Mount Elizabeth Station. There's some gorges there. Just take your time. It's a bit of a tricky drive into one of them. So just, again, they'll give you directions. Then you've got Mount Burnett Roadhouse. There's a decent sort of supermarket there. And that's sort of the base where you can go off to Manning Gorge. Our camping at Manning Gorge is, lovely camp, massive camp there, and definitely worth the hike into Manning Gorge. Just after Mount Burnett Roadhouse, you've got Galvin's Gorge, a beautiful little gorge. It's only a short walk in and out, so easy to do that one. Now, Adcock Gorge is one that you may not want to take a caravan into. I didn't do stupid shit. I didn't try and bring the caravan down here, but I did. Check out my video for that one. Then you've got Silent Grove. That's basically where you get into Bell Gorge, and definitely well worth going. You can stay at Marchfly Glen as well. It's a bit longer drive in from there, but well worth it. Then you've got Leonard Gorge. This is one that some people would say don't bother going in. It is a very rocky sort of walk, and it's basically a lookout over the gorge. They say you can't get down to the river, but I proved them wrong. It is a challenging climb down to the water, so just take care if you're doing that. From there, if you want to go to Mount Hart, it's a 50-kilometre each way trek. This is a lovely resort type place with a couple of gorges that are, if you've been to the others, then yeah, may or may not want to may want to miss that one. It's up to you. But the resort up there is it's probably worth the trip in for that. I did actually stay there and watch the Bledisloe Cup one day. Then on to Leonard River Rest Stop. Again, while we're staying there, it's basically you can base yourself there and drive down to Tunnel Creek, Winjana Gorge, do a day trip down there or 2 day trips. On from there, you can stop at May River. Again, it's just a free camp. There's nothing really too much worth seeing there. And on to Derby. And so that's about all of the stops along the way. So my top 3 free camps would be Pentecost River Crossing, the Gibb River Crossing, and then Durack River would be my top 3. Top 3 gorges, I'd have to say Bell Gorge, Manning Gorge, and Emma Gorge, because it's easily accessible. Tunnel Creek is something that's worth going into. Something you'll remember, but if you're scared of the dark or claustrophobic, don't like bats, maybe not for you. So what are my tips for doing the Gibb? Well, if it's on your bucket list, just get out there and do it. You will need a good four-wheel drive though. I recommend having a tyre pressure monitoring system. Take 2 spare tyres. Stock up on food before you go. Carry plenty of water because you don't want to break down and get stuck somewhere for days and be running out of water and food. You can get fuel along the way, but I was lucky enough to have a long-range tank, so that was definitely helpful. But just be prepared to pay a premium. Accommodation, if you're staying at the roadhouses and stations, it's going to cost you a little bit more. One of my regrets was not going into El Cuestro and staying in there. I did camp at the free camp at the Pentecost River, but travelling backwards and forwards 40 k's each way probably chewed through what I saved in camping fees. But yeah, I was able to stay there longer, but there's plenty to do around Equestria. You need to decide whether you're going up to Columbaroo and McGowan's, Honeymoon Bay, and yeah, Mitchell Falls. It's definitely worth the trip, but it is a pretty tough drive up there. And if you've got a good solid caravan, expect to get things rattle loose and yeah, just be prepared for the carnage, basically. Do yourself a favour, go into Kununurra Visitor Centre. The people are lovely in there, and get a decent map. Just mark off all the free camps, the places you want to stop, have a good idea, where you want to go. Allow minimum of a week to 10 days if you're just doing the crossing. If you're going up to Columbaroo, I'd allow at least 2 weeks minimum, preferably 3. Just depends on your timeline, how long you've got. If you've got kids, if you're towing a caravan, if you've got a rooftop tent, then you'll go a lot quicker, obviously. Just towing the caravan does restrict you a bit. Anyway, if you've got any questions, leave them below and we'll try and answer them the best we can. If you're going to do the Gibb, good luck. Enjoy the trip. It is definitely an adventure, definitely one to tick off the bucket list. So thanks for watching. If you could please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We've got 12 odd videos of when I did the Gibb, so you want to go back and watch them, see all the carnage, the flat tires, the stupid shit I did, and all the rest of it, please do. But anyway, go out there, have fun, stay safe, don't do stupid shit, and we'll see you all next week. Cheers.